Well, good morning, everybody. This is Pastor Jay, and I'm coming to you from the vicarage, and we are here today to do our Tuesday Digging Deeper devotional. And all this week, we're digging deeper into Carrie Hackett's second sermon from Acts chapter 21, verses 1 through 16. And Carrie has been preaching on this. The second message was entitled Awakening to the Power of Grace. And she made several points during the sermon, but one of them was about how Acts chapter 21, verses 1 through 16, is a story of a man, Paul the Apostle, pursuing God's plan for his life, even though that plan led through some difficult territory. And so people were encouraging Paul not to go to Jerusalem. But Paul already knew that this was God's plan, and that though it was going to create difficulty in this life, it was still God's plan to bring many people to salvation. One of the things that Carrie brought up is that God has a plan for each one of us while we are on this earth. And I want to talk just for a few moments about the fact that God has a plan for your life. Jeremiah 29:11 says, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you a hope and a future." Now that promise of a hope and a future came in the midst of some very difficult circumstances that the nation of Israel was living through. God is saying, I have plans for you, and they're plans to bless you. But they're going to lead through some difficult territory. Ephesians 2:10, Paul the Apostle himself, the man who lived through Acts 20 and 21, 22 through 28 as well, said these words, "For we are God's handiwork, created in Christ Jesus to do good works, which God prepared in advance for us to do." Sometimes those good works are done in the midst of difficulty. Romans 8:28, Paul again writes, "And we know that in all things, both the good and the bad, God works for the good of those who love him, who have been called according to his purposes." Proverbs 69 says, Solomon writes these words, "In their hearts humans plan their course, but the Lord establishes their steps." We may plan a direction. Usually that direction involves a lot of comfort, and God has other plans to bring us a future and a hope. Psalm 32:8 says, "I will instruct you and teach you in the way you should go. I will counsel you with my loving eye." God knows his plan for your life. He has it firmly in hand. Finally, Psalm 33:11, David writes, "But the plans of the Lord stand firm forever, the purposes of his heart through all generations." God has a plan for everything in this earth, and that includes you. Don't worry that it might take you through some hardship. God will see you through that and bring you to your future and your hope. Embrace God's plan. Until we meet again, God bless you and be at peace.